Flimpsids fam, how's you feeling out there? This is Freddie P coming with you with another video. I'm super excited to be before you again. It's Monday evening here. I'm actually in New York City on a business trip for work here, and I thought it would be excellent just to bring a free fragrance that I had gotten this past weekend. As you all know from the past few videos, this past weekend was a birthday weekend, and I have been spoiled virtually by my wife, and spoiled myself because hey, it's my birthday. So I have a few fragrances here, and it's actually from a short that I made, I believe, last Friday at a Rackstore. Got 3 fragrances, all by Rasasi, and we have Rasasi Black, and we have Rasasi Ice, and last but not least, we have Rasasi Elixir. I am very familiar with each of these. Never put my nose on any of these, but just from the hype of what we've seen on YouTube, very familiar with all 3 of these. But I'm not going to belabor your time. The one that I am most excited to smell is going to actually be, it's a tie. It's a tie between Black and Elixir. Ice I am familiar with just because I do own Rasasi Hawas for him. So I'm interested. Excited is probably a strong word, but I'm interested to hear about and to smell really what the differences will be, as I'm familiar with the DNA there. So I want to actually start with Rasasi Black. So I'm going to open up this one here. Excuse the thing here. We don't really care much about the packaging, so I'm not going to go into the gory details of the packaging here. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy. It's EDP concentration for those that desire to know there. And that is pretty much it about the box. Nobody really cares. Let's go on and see what we are looking at. Okay, so nice bottle presentation. Nice black. Oh, I like that you can see the juice from the side. I like that. I always like to see, again, metal cap, as you know, pretty standard. Has like the snake-esque presentation, and then at the very top you see Rasasi. See that kind of reflection there is ingrained. Pretty basic, similar to Hawas as far as the actual bottle itself. So let's jump right into the smell. Oh yeah. This is thick. So just as a disclaimer, I own Afnan, not only intense, and I also own Supremacy Not Only Intense is what it's called, which that is an inspired by fragrance of Creed Aventus. Heavy on the oak moss, more of an earthy presentation. I also own Armaf, oh gosh, Club de Nuit Intense. Pure Parfum is the concentration or the particular fragrance that I own as well. Another inspired by fragrance by Creed Aventus. And then I also own Afnan Supremacy Not Only Intense, the collector's edition, which for me, my nose with that particular fragrance, I pick up a hint of apple in there, and I love the scent of apple. And so with this one, I can smell it right away. What I pick up is Afnan's Not Only Intense, Supremacy, and I am intrigued. I didn't bring any of my post-it notes, so all I have is the box I'm going to spray inside the box, and I just want to see. Let's do a spray check real quick. Actually, let's see if we can get that. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, that bad boy projects. It projects. It just, the atomizer check going through, getting the air. What is that reminiscent of? Is that laundry detergent? It's like a lemony laundry detergent esque. Let me spray it a little bit in the box. See how that comes off. Let's see. Smells nice, masculine. Yeah, what is that's interesting. Dare I say barbershop-esque? It's like a lemony barbershop-esque. Not necessarily fougere, but it's like a clean aftershave, lemony aftershave smell. But it's masculine, so you don't have to run away from that. Again, got this from a Rackstore. I'm probably gonna wear this tomorrow, to be honest. Or small disclaimer, guys. I do a ton of layering of my fragrances at my job. I'm always consistently layering things. I just love to experiment. It's no rhyme or reason for it outside of just experiment, not really getting too much into the details of what this note will clash with. I'm just, if I know a certain scent base and I may feel like something may jive with what may work, I may layer it. So the reason why I'm bringing that up, though, guys, is because I have excuse me, and I just wanted to pull out my travel pack because you got the Mancera Cedret Boisé Intense Heavy Dent. Use this a ton. As you guys know, this is a I don't want to say it's inspired by it. It's its own fragrance in and of itself, but people will say it's reminiscent to Creed Aventus. I think it's its own fragrance, its own thing. It's definitely a good, and I want to. I don't know if I'm going to. I may or may not, because I was gonna wear this tomorrow for work, but I may just see about layering these. So stay tuned for this. I may do another video with kind of get ready with me type of thing, and I may just do a layering content. I mean, it's gonna be definitely intense for sure, wearing that into the office. But all right, so that is Hawas Black, right? Definitely a fragrance that I would need to get a full wearing of to get the actual projection and performance, and does it last, that whole thing. So I just wanted to give my first impressions right off the bat. Again, I'm getting like a lemony laundry detergent slash like aftershave type of feel to it. Like it's a familiar smell. It's a masculine smell. I definitely would not say that this is not a fragrance that I would recommend to someone in their teen years. This is definitely for the mature man, somebody who is definitely comfortable in their own skin. So that's what I would say about Hawas Black. more to come there. All right, so next I'm gonna jump right into Hawas Elixir, which this is supposed to be an inspired by fragrance of Jean Paul Gaultier's Lamel Elixir, which is the gold bottle with kind of like see-through stripes down the middle, or throughout the body of the fragrance, I should say. And so this is Hawas Black. Excuse me, Hawas Elixir. Nice, you know, definitely mirror-esque imagery. And you can see similar to Black and the other Hawas fragrances. Very simple, straightforward. Now you cannot see the juice, so it's fully, it's not transparent at all. I'll say that. Again, heavy cap, as always. And I fully expect to be the same type of deal, but we're just going to do a spray check, see what the itemizers were looking like. That projects. That, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. I own Jean Paul Gaultier Elixir. Honey. Sweet. Right off the rip. That's what I smell right away. Right away. Jean Paul JPG Elixir. That's what I smell. Again, the gold body. Not to be confused with JPG. Absolute. Different fragrance. Elixir is what I smell with this right away. Actually, the Afnan 9 p.m. Elixir, I believe, is supposed to be reminiscent of JPG's Absolute fragrance. So that's what I smell right away with this one. I mean, it smells incredible. Incredible. And for a fraction of the price that I paid retail. Yeah, just FYI, guys, I just happen to put a spray here. Yeah, that's guys. This is Freddie P approved, stamp of approval. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is one of them ones. It's one of them ones. Again, I'll have another video to go over performance, things of that nature. This is just first impressions. Definitely recommend this. Don't need a whole lot to talk about. If you know JBG's Elixir DNA, that's what that is. And then last but not least, we have Hawas Ice. So again, I own the original Hawas. So I expect this to be a clean, sweet, I don't want to say soapy necessarily, but clean, sweet fragrance. And this is it here. I actually really like the bottle. It's nice. White cap, similar to the others. Got the Rasasi ingrained, similar to the others, excuse me. And just like the other, we're gonna do the spell check. That John Rasasi has, I mean, that thing just. Now, the other night I had talked about the pressurized itomizer of Versiana, right? This one, you don't, it's not the same. It's not. I mean, you don't have. I have to like pull down with the Versianas, and just generally, I pick up watermelon here. Yep. Sweet. I'm sorry. I just got a little off track because it smells nice. Sweet, bubblegummy. I like it. Does it have watermelon in this, guys? I don't. I didn't. Hold on.